Todd Anderson on the mound today, having an outstanding season so far. Can he continue his stellar play? It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. So, almost ready to get underway. So here's the lefty, Todd Anderson.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
And he drops it down the third baseline. And that's a foul ball. And that one is downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shoots a line drive single into right center.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now at the plate, Jace Young. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. That one's in there. 0-1. Anderson, the former Cy Young Award winner, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
And here's the first baseman, Aaron Walls. 4 for 8 in the series so far. Right through there for a strike. Snap throw to first. Rosario dives back in. Rosario, the base runner at first with 1 out. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Rosario runs. Pitches low. Throw to second. He's safe. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Left-hand hitter waits. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nelson Velasquez. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Squirts away a little bit. Runner at second, 2 down. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Anderson, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Good eye right there.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Just off the outside corner, and the count's even at 2.
2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So 1 hit is all they get, and now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Back here in Baltimore, second inning set to go, and now it's William Contreras. Anderson back to work. That one drifts inside. Next offering is fouled back. Just missed. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And now here's the veteran DH, Greg Doby.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. No outs. Runner on second. That one's in there, and that is strike 2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. Hickey collects, fires to first. He's in there.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while, a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head. But I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty, it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Jack Sawinski up now for the Tigers. Hitless in the series. He's 0 for 9. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering misses down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Off the mark there. 2 and 2. miss. Struck him out, and that is a big first out.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Now a chance for Dominic Canzone. Just missed.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam. This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
That one at triple digits.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Ball 2. In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. First and third, one down. And a swing and a miss.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
And that is downstairs. Full count, 3-2. Carson Williams in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 on, 1 out. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And next up for the Tigers, Carson Williams.
In the grand scheme of things, this at bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at bat.
That's in there, and that's strike 1. And there's a ball. And that misses. And it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That misses the zone. And now 3-2. Ahmed Rosario in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 outs. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. No score here in the second. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Tigers strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Rosario, a former All-Star, a member of the 2000 hit club. He joined the team as a free agent. Hit on the ground to short. Volpe. Over to first.
He's out.
And a quick out, number one.
Up next to the Tigers, the third baseman, Jace.
Here's the third baseman, Jace Young. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Waste no time there. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
And now Aaron Walls.
Nope,
just
the ball.
off the outside edge. Ball
Counts
1.
1-0.
Young leads off first with 1 away. Just missed.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
2-1.
Fought off foul. Two. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 2-2. Swings through it for the K. And the runner stays where he is.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boo. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does. And you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
And now the right fielder, Nelson Velasquez. Hit hard on the ground to short. They take the force out. That's out number 3. 1 left for Detroit. They still trail 1-0. On to the 4th. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. And a foul ball.
Well, these Tigers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swings and misses. Up with it, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Now it's the DH, Greg Doby. Reached on a drop third strike his first time. Swings through that one for strike 1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
That one outside, and that's ball 1. Anderson winds and deals. Swinging a foul straight back. 1 out, bases empty. And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now the center fielder, Jack Sawinski. His first at bat was a strikeout. And ball one. That one in triple digits.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
There's a strike at the knees. And it's 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Not close with that one. And that's ball 2. And that one missing low. On the ground to short. Volpe throws to first in time. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Tigers are shut down there. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. Stepping in, Dominic Canzone. Anderson back to work. Just missed.
Well, these Tigers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Now 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging. So cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
And now the shortstop, Carson Williams. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Late swing fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. The next pitch misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And his 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs.
Looked like he reached back and got a little extra on that one. Triple digits on the miles per hour through the zone. No chance of touching that one.
So the lineup flips over, and next to hit for Detroit, Ahmed Rosario, 1 for 2. First pitch misses. Two outs, base is empty. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
That one in the dirt. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Not in time. He's safe. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jace Young. There's the strike. Rosario off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And downstairs. Step off throw to first. Rosario dives back in.
Two the count.
In the dirt. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Orioles 2 and the Tigers nothing. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Drew Rasmussen.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Anderson pitched 5 scoreless and racked up double-digit Ks.
Well, Boog, he did a lot of good things in this start. He ate some innings and kept him in a position and challenged for the win. Maybe next time they'll get him the W.